Yo, what up guys, I'm Sammy and welcome back to the Soul Drop. And there's been more leaks and I'm super duper excited for some of these shoes, right? So first of all, this is the War Ender 1 by Rigorer, right? And this is the shoe that Austin Reaves has been playing in for I guess the entire season since he signed with this Chinese brand. And he's making a good amount of money from this shoe deal, which is pretty dope. But yeah, we have some leaks of his first signature shoe. Austin Reaves actually has a signature shoe with the shoe brand, and it's called the AR1. Right, so we have that. Also, we have the 808 3, right? So by way of weight, as you guys all know, I love the 808 2 by way of weight. It's an amazing performer. It had a drop-in midsole, and also it seems like the 808 3 has a drop-in midsole. But anyways, let's get started right off with the Trayon 3, and it's just a picture of the outsole. We haven't seen the actual picture of the entire outsole. We kind of only seen like the rendering or like the design, you know, the drawing. So yeah, dude, we got some herringbone. That shank plate looks really interesting, right? So if you look at the actual shoe, where the heel, like an external heel counter is supposed to be, the design looks very similar to the shank plate, which is pretty cool. But yeah, it's basically like a very thin herringbone traction pattern throughout the entire outsole, besides in some parts. And then the forefoot, we have like a circle pattern. We got a whole lot going on. I don't know why you would, like I said in the leak video, I don't know why you would put holes in. Why? Does that make any sense if you're a designer, right? But honestly, how traction or friction works is if you have more surface area, right, it's not gonna slide as easily, right? I don't know. Honestly, the two holes are pretty small, so it's probably gonna make not that big of a difference, right? But still, like, why would you put holes in the forefoot? If you put in like the midfoot or something where there's not as much contact on the ground, you know, as far as like, you know, forefoot touches the ground a lot, heel touches the ground a little bit as well, that would make a little bit more sense, you know? But anyways, yeah, the rubber does not seem durable at all either. So yeah, there is traction for the Trayon 3. And also we have a picture of the traction for the D Rose Sunna Shy 3, right? So we only saw a picture of the actual shoe, like a lateral side, but we now have a picture of the outsole, and it looks like a very enlarged multi-directional herringbone traction pattern. We got some like zigzag lines going across the forefoot. It says rose in the midfoot, and we got 3 stripes in the heel. So that's a pretty cool design, and it looks like it's gonna have bounce. You know, it says bounce cushion in, no, it says it in English, but it's the description or the text specs are in Chinese. So anyways, there is the Sunna Shy. Just a little update for you guys. And then the 808 3. The 808 3 looks freaking amazing. So as far as the traction goes, we have a very interesting kind of like herringbone traction pattern. You know, it's like a zigzag line pretty much going throughout the entire outsole. And then we have like an oval shape in the forefoot with some kind of pattern on there as well, with like enlarged nubs, it looks like, right? And also where the ball of your foot is, we can see the Way of Weight logo, which is pretty cool. In the middle of the outsole, there seems to be a midfoot chain plate, and then in the heel, it says 808, right? So the traction on the 808 2 was freaking amazing. So the 808 3 hopefully is great as well. But yeah, it also seems like it's gonna be very durable, just because the grooves look super duper thick, right? And there's a lot of surface area and stuff like that. But the 808 3, like, there's this gray colorway. It looks really dope. And also we have like this blue colorway, which reminds me of the 808 2 Ultra that I had, you know what I mean? It does seem to be using carbon fiber as well. There's like a circle piece with like plastic going around it. It's basically like an external TPU heel counter. So the support will probably be very good. And then in the forefoot, we have a whole bunch of plastic going up as well for a lateral counter, you know, like a sidewall. So that's very good as well. It also seems to be a carbon fiber piece in the midfoot too. So you know, I mean, the quality is gonna be great. It seems to be a mesh material as well. But yeah, okay, so this blue colorway seems to be like the ultra version, right? And then there are some versions as well where it doesn't have the carbon fiber, which does make sense. The material seems to be a mesh material, and if you look at the actual midsole, it looks like it's gonna have a drop-in midsole. You know what I mean? Just like the 808 2, which I'm super duper excited about. I love drop-in midsoles, as you guys all know. But also it's pretty cool because there is a window as well. Like in the middle of the shoe right here, there seems to be a window just like in the 808 2, where there's kind of like a sneak peek, you know, to the drop-in midsole. But yeah, honestly, it looks pretty dope. I'm not a huge fan of what they did again in the heel, however. You know what I mean? Just because in the heel, it's just rubber and plastic, so it'll be a little clunky, just like in the 808 2, just like in the Kobe 11, Kobe 9, even the player ones, right? So I wish they would have put like, you know, a little bit of foam or something like that, just like in the Kobe 8, so it's not as clunky in the heel. But overall, it does look pretty damn sick. I love the design. I'm just pretty curious as to what the cushion is gonna be. It's probably gonna be cloud, right? Which honestly I'm not that mad about. And then we have now the AR1. So we don't really know what the tech is, just because Rigorer is a very new shoe, but we have the War Ender here, right? And this is, like I said, what Austin Reaves has been playing in. So as far as the traction goes, we got some circles, and it kind of like circles out on itself, which I don't know. It's a solid white rubber outsole in this colorway. Hopefully they use a good rubber compound, but in this shoe, it seems pretty damn good. I mean, this has a very good stop, right, on a clinker, but it picks up a crap ton of dust, which I don't like, right? So yeah, hopefully it's not like that. But again, this is a translucent outsole, and then in the AR1 in this colorway, it's a solid rubber outsole, so we'll have to see on that. The cushion too looks very different. So they're using a very similar type of foam to, like, you know, Boom, you know, Boost and stuff like that. But in the AR1, it seems to be just a regular foam, it looks like, even, right? And honestly, this shoe looks pretty damn sick, you know, on foot. I'm not mad at it. It doesn't look absolutely amazing, but I feel like the design looks pretty damn sick. You know, the foam is probably just a regular foam, and then we can see some yellow plastic pieces inside of the midsole, in the forefoot, and also in the heel. So that'll probably cage the cushion a little bit, so it's not as soft, right? So it's not too mushy or something like that. And also it seems to be acting as a little bit of support as well, you know, for lateral calendars in the forefoot. In the heel, it also acts as a lateral calendar too. So that's good for lateral containment. And as far as the material goes, the material also looks pretty damn nice, you know. It seems to be like a knit or like a textile material with some like cords going through the entire outsole. It's just in the form of a straight line, but it kind of reminds you of like flight wire, you know, in like the Luka ones. Honestly, it'll probably be good. You know, those cords help to strengthen and also add support to the material, but also it doesn't add too much bulk and weight to the upper, which I do like. And then in the heel, you can see some dots in the lining. It looks like a rubberized type of material, which will probably help with a little bit of lockdown in the heel, but also it looks very well padded. And then for the tongue looks weird, guys. Okay, so you guys remember, what was it, the LeBron 18 with the Air Max unit in the tongue? Was it the 18 or the 19? I don't remember, or both. But yeah, there seems to be like an air bubble, but also there seems to be something inside of the air bubble. Maybe it's some like it looks like pellets, right? Hopefully it's like a soft pellet, you know. Maybe it'll improve the comfort on top of your foot with that tongue, but that's a very interesting design. But yeah, the AR1 is slated to release this summer, actually. So basically in like a month or two. So I'm pretty damn excited about it. So tell us what you guys think of the AR1, but I'm super duper excited about the AR1, and also I'm very excited about the 808 3. But anyways, that about concludes this video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.